we're going to go ahead and rotate out. I don't think there's too much we're going to be able to do. Team fight's kind of brewing again, so we're going to rotate back in. Susanna goes to the tower line. Perfect place for us to knock him into the tower. And it looks like he gave up or disconnected, or I'm not sure what was going on there. And we're able to get a double off of the pull from a Wheelix. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play TYR as solo. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, TYR is great at initiation, and he's definitely an ability-based warrior. So let's go ahead and jump into his kit. TYR has two stances. He has an assault stance, which is the red, and he has the guard stance, which is the blue. TYR is one fearless. TYR is going to charge forward, knock up, and damage enemies. While he's in his assault stance, TYR is going to push along enemies and hit them twice, knocking them up into the air. If he's in his guard stance, TYR is going to hit enemies only once, passing through them and knocking them into the air. TYR's 2, Power Cleave. TYR is going to make a massive melee attack, hitting all enemies within a 180-degree cone. In his assault stance, enemies that are knocked up in the air are going to be knocked away. In his guard stance, TYR is going to heal himself for each enemy hit with a max of 3 enemies hit. TYR's 3. TYR changes between assault and guard stances. Changing stances refreshes the cooldown on Fearless and Power Cleave.
Thanks.
In the assault stance, he's going to gain physical power. It's going to be 10 at level 1, 50 at level 5, and in guard stance, he's going to gain protections. 10 at level 1 and 50 at level 5. TYR's ultimate, Lawbringer. TYR's going to jump up in the air and land a giant circle ability on the ground. Enemies that are hit by this are going to be slowed by 25% for 3 seconds. And TYR's passive, Unyielding, stuns, taunts, fears, intoxicate, and mesmerize cannot affect TYR for longer than 1 second. So we are in our guard stance. We're going to go ahead and dash through the minion wave, use our 2, connect it with the Mulan, switch over to our assault stance, and then push Mulan all the minions and use our 2 to get some additional damage. We are definitely going to have wave advantage right here. What we're going to do with that, I'm not sure. We're going to get a little bit of poke onto this Mulan, use our 1, get a little bit of damage, put her out of position. Unfortunately, we miss our 2. We're going to dash through her with our guard stance. Totem of Coup is up. We're going to use our 2, get a little bit of a heal going. Push the minions back, use our 1, get some damage onto that Mulan. Mulan cannot heal nearly as much as we can. So at level 1, we put a point into our 1. At level 2, we put a point into our 2. And then at level 3, we're putting another point into our 2. And then at level 4, we're probably going to put a point into our 3. With TYR, he can switch stances without having a point in his 3. He just won't gain the bonus power or bonus protections until you have a point into it. So we're just grouping up the minions in our assault stance, out clearing this Mulan, getting some body blocks on. Oh, she's so weak. Oh, good for her, she pulled me. We did not need to die right here, but we die right there. It wasn't even for first blood. If we were going to get first blood, that totally would have been worth it, but since we didn't, it's probably not worth it. This game, we did something pretty different as a solo laner. We are going to be going with Blink, and then we're going to be going into Talaria boots. And I think if you're going any relic other than Teleport, you probably want to go into Talaria boots with your solo laner. Talaria boots are going to give you some increased movement speed whenever you leave Fountain, which is going to help you get to lane a little bit quicker. Since we don't have Teleport, we want to get to lane a little bit quicker. We bought Blink, we need to remember to use Blink. If we don't use this relic, it's kind of pointless in us purchasing it, so we need to try to use it pretty often. We're going to go ahead and clear this minion wave, get a little bit of poke onto Mulan, and then start falling back towards our blue camp. Get a little bit of poke onto Totem. Wheelix should be rotating Smite dip blue pretty soon. Looks like we're going to clear one more wave and then back to our blue buff. We get a little bit of poke on everyone. We push Mulan, get some more poke onto the minion wave. We have our ultimate. We're going to go ahead and ult her, get some good damage off. She uses her ultimate to get away. We're going to fall back to our blue buff. Looks like Awelix is going to clear it. I didn't get any gold or XP. A little unfortunate, but we were able to establish a lot of high pressure in solo lane and force that Mulan to back. While we are in our assault stance, we're just going to push all the minions, group them up, hit them with our 2, switch stances. And that is pretty much the combo we're going to be looking to do with tier. You want to be in your assault stance, push all the minions together, use your 2, switch stances, and then go through the minions again with your 1-2 combo. Your 2 in the guard stance can provide a pretty fat heal, so that's why we're leveling up our 2 instead of our 1. Gonna dash. Unfortunately, our dash falls short of the back archers. So now we're kind of struggling to group up the minions. Looks like Mulan's actually going to outclear me this wave, and I think it's because I did not group my minions the way I have been in the past. Mulan's probably going to get this totem of kill. Not too much I can do to contest it. So we get a little bit of pressure, but we're going to lose the lane pressure because of it. So it's probably not worth it. Since we dashed through Mulan, the melee minions are going to group to us. We're able to use our 2 on all of them. We're going to switch over to our fire stance, or our assault stance. Get a little bit of poke. She has more minions than I do. We just gained more minions than she did. Mulan does have a cleave, so potentially she can outclear me whenever she is using her auto attacks. We're going to dash through. She's pretty weak. We're very weak. Susanna pops up out of nowhere. We're going to use our ultimate. We land on the Mulan, but she's able to clean us up. We just don't have the damage. If we had Warrior Tabi, we probably would have had the damage to get her right there. So I think the start is kind of up to you. If you want to go the more traditional start and get teleport and go Warrior Tabi, you'll probably have a little bit more power, be able to farm a little bit more consistently in solo lane. But we wanted to mix it up a little bit. I think tier is a good god to mix it up, to go into Blink and to pick up Talaria boots. Unfortunately, we died once because we got greedy, and then we died a second time because their jungler rotated on us. Awelix is here, so we're going to go ahead and start working on our blue buff with her. We definitely got the golden XP that time. We're going to dash through. That time we're able to hit the back archers. We're going to dash through, group all the minions together, use our 2, and we outclear them. So that kind of helps Mulan because it groups all of our minions together when they have nothing left to attack, and then her AoE basic attack can kind of clear them. That's her ability. We're going to dash through, knock her off a totem, keep with the basic attacks, use our 2, dash through her again. We should be able to secure this totem. And we got some good poke onto that Mulan while clearing it. We're going to use our 2 on the minion wave, and we're full health again. Knock back all the minions. Now we're going to try to get a little bit of poke onto this Mulan while we have an archer advantage. After going into Talaria boots, we are going to be going into Breastplate of Valor. Breastplate of Valor is going to provide us 65 physical protections, 300 mana, and 10 MP5, along with 20% cooldown. Breastplate of Valor does not have a passive. We're really getting this item for the physical protections and the 20% cooldown reduction. Being able to spam our abilities is going to help our survivability and also help our damage output. Since we got some lane pressure, we're going to go ahead and rotate towards mid. We see Baba Yaga, there's her dash, and there's her ultimate. So we try to catch her right after her dash, getting some small damage off. We take a tower shot. We're taking a lot of damage from the Baba Yaga ult. We are going to have to fall back right here. We use our ultimate, create some distance between the enemy team and ourselves. Mulan rotates in, so that might not have been the best rotation. Baba Yaga played that very well, was able to dash away and then use her ultimate to where I really couldn't do a whole lot of damage. Mulan rotates over, so we are going to kind of show face in mid before rotating back to our lane. Our team goes down, so we're just going to rotate back to our lane. We do have a blink if we want to try to do something cheeky here. We're going to clean up this larger than normal minion wave. Then we're going to rotate to our lane. Mulan's already over there, so she's going to be able to establish a little bit of lane pressure. Our blue buff is up, but we can't really hit that right now without missing any farm in our solo lane. We're going to switch over to our assault stance, but now we are on a long cooldown for our guard stance. Ideally, you want to go after the minion wave while you've been sitting in one of your stances for a while, so that way when you activate your 3, you have fresh abilities, and you can use 4 abilities on the minion wave instead of 2.
Stand in our way again.
If you ever hear people say TYR's kind of boring in solo lane, I think it's because you kind of have to just use all 4 abilities on the minion wave, and then there's not a whole lot to do. We teleport or we blink in front, we're going to knock her into the wall, get some damage off, there's her ultimate. She's out, nothing we can really do there. Nothing we could do safely there. We could totally tower dive her, but I don't think that would end well. We use our 2, we're going to dash through, we do not connect with the back archers, and now our clear is kind of wonky. Mulan's kind of afraid to step up because the Awilix showed face over here. We do not have anything to hit, so we're going to go ahead and just dance around a little bit. I thought we might back, but nope, we're just going to wiggle around. We're going to dash through, get a knock up on her. There's the Totem of Coup, so we're going to get some basics on that, and then rotate to the minions. Group up all the minions, use our 1-2 combo. Mulan, we cleared at the exact same time, so we're going to rotate to the Totem. She's just going to concede it, she's going to back. We have enough money for Breastplate of Valor. If we back, we would get a pretty good defensive power spike. Plus we'd get our 20% cooldown, so that would definitely help with our damage output. TYR does have an attack chain, which I think is kind of odd. He's definitely an ability-based warrior. We're going to go ahead and back since we cleared all the minions. We can't teleport back, so there's no best time to back or a perfect time to back. We are going to probably miss some farm right here, and Mulan is probably rotating towards mid. So we went into the Breastplate of Valor, and then after that we're going to be going into the Sledge. We're spamming enemy missing right, so everyone knows that Mulan is not over here. We haven't seen her on the mini-map in mid quite yet. There she is. While she is fighting Yorm and Awilix, we're going to clean up this wave. Maybe proxy a wave between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower. We're going to check the enemy blue buff. Ooh, we're going to rotate to mid. We're going to be trying to make the play. We're going to rotate to mid in our assault stance, so that way we can knock people towards our teammates. We're going to push the Baba Yaga, get a little bit of damage off. Good CC from their team. We're going to use our ultimate. Just a little short. Oh, we try to dash in, but we get ulted by Kumba. That was a great peel from the enemy Mulan and the enemy Kumbhakarna. Poseidon was able to clean up the Kumbhakarna. We're going to go ahead and rotate out. I don't think there's too much we're going to be able to do. Team fight's kind of brewing again, so we're going to rotate back in. Susanna goes to the tower line. Perfect place for us to knock him into the tower. And it looks like he gave up or disconnected, or I'm not sure what was going on there. And we're able to get a double off of the pull from Awilix. I say attack Gold Fury because we just wiped pretty much everyone on the enemy team. We need Awilix. Yorm and myself cannot do it. Like, we're starting it. We're saying, like, let's get it. Awilix is attacking the middle tower. So it's not going to happen here. We need to just retreat and go back to our farm in solo lane. Oh, now our team's rotating in, so we might be able to get it. Yeah. Took us a lot longer than it needed to, but we were able to get the Gold Fury. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Sledge. The Sledge is going to provide us 40 power, 300 health, 150 mana, and 20% crowd control reduction. If we get stunned for 1 second and we have 20% crowd control reduction, we are only going to be stunned for 0.8 seconds. Sledge has a passive. For each enemy god within 55 units of yourself, you're going to gain a stacking buff that provides 10 magical and 10 physical protections. This can stack up to 3 times. Sledge is a very good defensive item. Makes it to where it's harder to control you with CC, and it's also going to give you just a lot of health and some protections along with a little bit of power. Has some pretty good stats for the price. Enemy blue buff is here. Mulan is in mid, so we're going to go ahead and secure her blue buff. The Susanna who disconnected is going to return. We get our blue buff. The fight looks to be pretty intense in mid, so we're going to rotate over in our assault stance so that way we can push somebody back. Looks like Churn's able to get out. We're going to push Baba Yaga out of position, try to get her close to somebody that can kill her. We try to dash through. Medusa's able to get the pick onto the Baba Yaga. Mulan's the only one left here. We're going to tank for our team. Come on, team. And we're able to clean her up.
Looks like we have a fearless warrior on our hands. Killing spree.
Now we're going to kind of rotate out, let the team do the damage to the tower. We have a fat wave in our lane that we need to go clean up, but we're going to secure this Harpy camp first. Take away any XP we can, and then we're going to rotate back. Fat wave for us, so this is going to give us a decent amount of XP. Most likely going to get us to level 15. Mulan is only at 14, so I believe this is kind of where we pass her in terms of farm and gold. Since Mulan was in mid, that gave us the option to rotate or to farm. If she was over in solo, we would most likely want to stay and keep farming. But since she was gone for so long, that gave us the flexibility. We stole a camp and then we chose to rotate to mid. We did miss out on some gold and XP because we were not in our lane farming. But I feel like we made an impactful play in that fight. I think that's more worth it. Dash through everything. Totem of Coups here. We're going to go ahead and secure this. This is going to give everyone on our team a little bit of gold, and it's also going to give them some MP5. So imagine popping a mana potion for everyone on your team. We're trying to get a little bit of poke onto this Mulan. She's got a few defenses online, so we're not dealing nearly as much damage as we were. We're going to go ahead and rotate to her blue buff. Start working on it. Try to keep eyes on her if we can, so that way we know if she's rotating towards us. Chernobog's rotating in. So that is a very easy cleanup. We have our team grouping with 4 in mid. We're keeping Mulan over here. Mulan's able to pull us out of her dash. I'm glad she just now figured out that mechanic and was not doing that the entire game. We're going to push her into her tower, get a little bit of poke. Ooh, that arrow is just short. Looks like Mulan's rotating to the team fight in mid. We're going to clear one more wave. Probably should have stayed in our assault stance right there. She's probably about to arrive on that team fight. We're going to go ahead and poke this tower down. Minions should be able to do it, but we're going to help them out just a little bit. And then we're going to rotate and clean up this minion wave. Mulan's still in that team fight. Looks like the team fight kind of broke up a little bit. We are going to get super greedy and go proxy in between the tier 2 and the Phoenix. Since Mulan is in mid and most people are also in mid, I feel pretty comfortable. We're saving one dash just in case we need it. We do also have our ultimate in case we need to run out of here. We're going to use our 2, get a little bit of a heal going, switch over to our assault stance. No thank you, Kumba. We're going to push him out of there. We're still getting chased. We're going to do a little bit of damage to the Susanoo, and Poseidon is able to clean up the Susanoo. The enemy red buff might be up. It is not. We're going to go ahead and kind of rotate out. Churn is probably pickable. We're going to rotate over. We're going to rotate in our assault stance. I think that's very important to keep reiterating. We're going to use our blink. He dashes right as we dash. We're going to ult onto him. He's using his ultimate. So we were able to force that out of him. That should help Medusa a little bit. Mulan is back in solo lane, so she's probably going to get this tower and a blue buff or two right here. We're level 18. We're trying to help our team as much as possible. We're the largest person in the lobby. If we're in a team fight, we most likely will be winning that team fight just because we're pretty far ahead. We're going to go ahead and back, and then we are going to be going into Genji's guard. Genji's guard is going to provide 150 health, 70 magical protections, 40 MP5, which is a very high amount, and 10% cooldown reduction. It has a passive that whenever we get damaged by a magical ability, we're going to knock 2 seconds off of all of our abilities. This can only occur once every few seconds. I forget the actual second count. But we're going into kind of a cooldown build that should help our survivability, help us switch between our stances and get a lot of damage off. Once we have our cooldown pretty high, we're going to be going into Heartseeker, so that way our abilities are removing a percentage of the enemy's health. We do not have eyes on Mulan. Go ahead and clear these these minions. We have an enhanced wave pushing up in each lane. We're going to go ahead and clear this minion wave. Let the fat minion wave push up. Bit of a team fight going on in mid. We're going to rotate over, let Mulan clear that fat wave.
Even as your allies fail you, seek opportunities to turn the battle.
Susanoo's here. We might be able to do something to him. Churn roots us. Oh hey, Susanoo. There's his dash. We're going to use our ultimate. We get a little bit of damage. There's his other dash. We're going to dash towards him. Use our 2. It's a little short. Beautiful duke by that Susanoo. Completely fooled me. And I think he's out for it. We totally could have had the pick on him right there. We thought he was going to hug the wall. He did not. We blink in. He dashes again, so he's definitely out. We get a Aegis and beads from Churn, so that's a win for us. Didn't cost us anything. Our team is working on the Pyromancer. We're going to kind of hide right here, see if anyone oversteps. Oh hey Churn. We unfortunately did not connect with them. Our team's here, so we're going to rotate in. Stick to them, just tank some tower shots. I swear it looked like my team was rotating in, and then nobody came around the corner. So we just took some tower pokes for nothing.
Retreat right lane.
We're going to go ahead and back it up and pick up Heartseeker. Heartseeker is going to provide us 65 power, 200 mana, 20 MP5, and 10% physical penetration. Our abilities are going to remove 3% of the target's health. If we have over 200 power, this effect is going to scale up to 6% whenever we have 400 power, and then subsequent hits on the same target are going to deal 75% of the bonus damage for 3 seconds. We're going to go in, ult on some people. Poseidon's able to clean up one. We're going to push this Churn. Poseidon's able to clean up another. Still tanking for our team. We should be able to get that tower, no problem. And we also have a minion wave for this Phoenix. It's just Kumbhakarna left, so there's no way we don't get this Phoenix right here. If we don't get this Phoenix, if our team rotates out, what are they doing? Medusa, Wheelix, are you kidding me? It was a 4v1 push. Oh my goodness, that irked me. That made me rage right there, watching it back. That makes 0 sense to me. We had 4 people pushing a Kumbhakarna on the Phoenix. We should have gotten that Phoenix. We're going to go ahead and start working on the enemy blue buff. With TYR, we don't really need to worry about lifesteal because TYR can heal a decent amount in his 2, his guarded 2. That blows my mind that we didn't get that Phoenix. We had 4 people versus the Kumba and our damage rotated out. Our team's working on Fire Giant. I think they're going to secure it before I even get there. We're already over here, so we're trying to get our team to group with us and rotate as well. Yorm wants to rotate with me, but unfortunately we're both the tanks, so we're not going to have a whole lot of damage right here. Yorm says charge, and I say okay. Their team's rotating over here. We're going to get this tower and then probably disengage. Susano just got dunked on by a Wheelix. We're going to ult in. Good blink by Kumba. Buys him just a little bit of time. We're going to push him towards the wall. Set him up for our team. Do a little bit of Phoenix tanking. Go for this Chernabog. He is the most ideal target right now. That's a beats from Churns. We're able to clean him up. We're going to use our 2 on the Baba Yaga. We miss it. Poseidon is taking Phoenix shots, so we're going to want to try to help him out. Doesn't look like we're going to get much, so we're just going to rotate back to mid. We're going to fall back, make a play for Gold Fury. Poseidon is all on his lonesome, going against 4 people. He's able to get 1, and he goes down. We're trying to see if anyone rotates. Doesn't look like they're going to. We're just going to go ahead and back. We are going to sell our Warrior's Blessing, and then we are going to be going into Relic Dagger. Relic Dagger is going to provide us 300 health, 10% cooldown, and 7% movement speed. So it's going to give us that final 10% that we need to get to the cap of 40% cooldown. Relic Dagger also has a passive that is going to remove 40 seconds off of all of our relic timers. So we're going to be able to blink and shell more often, even though in this game I feel like we didn't blink or shell enough. If you did not want to go into Relic Dagger, I think anything with movement speed would be pretty helpful, or you could just double down on some defenses and go Mantle of Discord. We're trying to get a Wheelix to pull back.
On my way.
We're going to start working on Pyromancer, just kind of securing any objectives that we can. We need a pick or 2 before we can push a Phoenix. Churn's a little out of position. There's his dash. We're going to blink. Oh, we missed the push. Suzana's here. We're going to try to focus onto him. He uses one of his dashes. We're going to use our ultimate. Get a little bit of damage. We're going to dash through. Get some more damage. He uses his Aegis. He uses his ultimate. We are able to push him back, so hopefully that helps our team out in the fight in mid. Yorm is chasing Churn super deep. Susana pulls us into the Phoenix, but that's not really an issue for us. Poseidon's cleaning up Kumba in the left. There's a bit of a team fight going on in mid. I have no idea why our team is fighting in between Phoenixes instead of going for a Phoenix. It's kind of blowing my mind, actually.
Retreat! Stand in our way again.
Yeah, what are we doing here, fellas?
Shut down.
We're going to rotate to Poseidon. We know he's not going to be doing stupid stuff. We are partied up with Spoonman. Oh, hey, Kumba. We were trying to let Poseidon get the kill right there, and I remember him saying, don't let him get up and don't let Yorm get the kill. So we did try to get a basic off there. Go ahead, drop and pick up the red buff. Poseidon's fighting Baba Yaga. We're going to try to help him out. That's her ultimate. He uses his ultimate. We're going to dash through. Norm's able to clean that up. We have 3 people over here. We should probably just get this final tower. Poseidon or Susanna rotates in. We're going to push him back as soon as he teleports to his storm. We're going to use our ultimate, dunk on him, get a basic or 2. Yorm's able to clean that up. Yorm apologizes. I love it. I'm just like, no problem, man. Somebody's got to do it. Very adventurous turn. We're going to use our 2. We miss it, so we miss our heal. We're going to switch over to our assault stance. That's his Aegis. We're missing everything. We hit him with a 2. Hit him with a basic attack, and we're able to clean up the Chernobog. We're going to go ahead and back because we're pretty weak, and we also have a pretty penny to spend. We are going to be going into Mantle of Discord whenever we sell our Talaria boots. So now we're just marching up mid. I feel like we should have had a Phoenix down a while ago. We just need one good group fight and we should be able to clean up this game.
On my way. On my way.
We're going to make a play for Fire Giant. We have Medusa here. She's going to be a majority of that damage. Poseidon and Yorm are rotating. So we're a full stack of 5 now, grouped up. We just need to stay grouped up and push something together. We see Turn's a little overstepped, so we're going to rotate and try to help this Poseidon out. Yorm and Awelix are taking care of the right Phoenix. Glad to see that. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of tanking for our team. Minions are here. We're able to get the middle Phoenix, finally. It's amazing what happens when you attack with your team. We're going to push Medusa or Mulan back into the Poseidon Whirlpool, and Poseidon's able to clean it up. We should be able to close this game out right here. We're going to try to get a little damage onto the Titan. Looks like Kumba gave up. Baba Yaga, they're all kind of playing in their fountain. And we're able to get the Titan. Well, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.